the last time you walked into your bank branch? The introduction of ATMs 30 years ago was supposed to make branches obsolete. That, of course, has not happened. But now, with online banking and smartphone apps, time may be closing in on bank branches. PNC expects to have a new branch prototype in the near future that will feature fewer tellers.
We will introduce our automatic ATMs, whereas they'll be full service, where you can deposit checks, you can deposit cash, you can cash checks, you can make transfers of balances, money from account to account, and they'll truly be able to do almost every function that a teller can do.
PNC's mobile banking transactions are up 230% in the past year, and it will close 200 branches across the system this year, saving an estimated $700 million. In Cincinnati, PNC closed one branch in 2012. It will close 4 more this year. And studies show that among customers ages 18 to 34, only 11% prefer a branch to online banking. So is the end near for banks as most of us have always known them? Business Courier reporter Steve Watkins wrote this story and he joins me. Steve, good to have you with us.
Thanks, Brian.
I know I use my iPhone. There's a great app from U.S. Bank to do almost all of my banking transactions. But I still need to talk to somebody every once in a while. So do you see the bank branch disappearing or just kind of reshaping itself?
Most of the banks that we talked to said they don't see it disappearing at all. In fact, some are actually adding branches. A few are cutting them also, as we talked about. But the reason that some are adding or at least maintaining their branches is, as you said, people still do want to go into the branch once in a while. It's just for a different reason than they used to. They're not doing transactional stuff anymore, or very much in the branch. It's more complex things like which type of account should I get, or they want a home mortgage or something that involves a little more face-to-face contact.
Yeah, I can pay my bills, I can even deposit a check, but when I have a question about something really important that I need an expert on, the app doesn't do that for me.
That's right.
How do you see the bank branches kind of reinventing themselves to go along with this trend?
One thing they're doing is they're cutting the size, and Chase Bank talked about having them be 1/4 less big than they used to be, 25% less size, and cheaper to operate, cheaper to build. And some of the banks are having, instead of a typical teller line, they're having customers be able to go to any employee in the branch for anything, so more flexible employee service.
Very interesting story, and you can read about it in this week's print edition. Steve, great story. Thank you.
Thanks.